back to the video, and today I wanted to do a Christmassy jumper, sweater nail and a Rudolph. So these are the colours I'm going to be using: Lavender Violets D204, Beetles 50, it's a pink, Lavender Violets black, and Blue Skies, what is this called? Faux Fur 80538. Okay, I'm going to use some old tips, so they're going to be covered in full anyway, so it doesn't matter that they're not clear. So let's get started. So first I need to do a background for the Rudolph. So I'm going to just use this pink here. It's quite a nice pink. Baby pink, maybe. Got some bits in there. To get those out in a minute. And then when I'm happy, just give it a second to level out. Pop it in the lamp to cure. And then I'm going to do two other ones because we need this base for two of the others designs that we're going to do for this set. So I am going to do two coats, but I'm not going to do those off camera. So I'm going to go ahead and do another one after this one off camera and do two coats on them, and then we'll do the rest together. I also need a full glitter nail, so I'm going to use this Lavender Violets one, and this one's going to be covered in full so that this set matches. It's a really pretty, sparkly, deep pink, because Christmas doesn't have to be red and green and gold and silver, does it? We can have pink. That's why I thought I'd do this set, 'cause it's a little bit different. Look how sparkly that is. I'll pop that in the lamp and I'll do another coat on that off camera. Okay, so I've got my pink one out of the lamp, so that's had two coats. I'm going to just pull my palette. Sorry, it's a right mess. Pop it there, and then I want some of the actually maybe I'll do his antlers first. So I'm going to use this first for his antlers. So I'm using this brown, and I have a new detailer brush that I want to try today, which I'm really excited because it came yesterday, and it's my new Magpie Detailer. So it's super thin. Look how thin that is. Can you even see that? So I'm excited to try this. So I haven't used it yet. So let's get some of this, coat my brush. Oh wow, look at that. And we'll paint some little antlers. It's quite good. My hands are really shaky today. Probably because I've had too much coffee this morning. I'm full of cold and I just feel crappy. So I didn't know whether the headache this morning was because I'd had too much wine last night or because I have a cold. So I have fueled myself up on coffee instead. Look how super fine these lines are. This detailer brush, I love it. Look. Sorry, I was out of focus then, wasn't I? Let's do this bit here. I've always got a cold at the minute. The kids just keep bringing them home from school. I mean, can't stop a common cold, so I'm not quite sure how we're going to stop COVID, but there you go. Okay, I think I'm happy with his antlers. Yeah, I'm going to flash cure that for 10 seconds. Sorry, got the brush in my mouth. Oh, another thing's in my lamp. So I'm going to quickly wipe off my brush. And then I want some black for his eyes. Or should I do his nose first? Maybe I'll do his nose first. I want some of this red first, then. For his nose. Now, when I'm doing circles, because I want to do a circle, I like to use a dotting tool, and I've got lots of different sizes of dotting tools. You'll see here, look, I have different sizes of dotting tools, but the one I like to use when I'm doing things like this is this one, because it's a larger globe, dot, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. So I'm just going to pick up some of this to make his nose on here. Sorry, I'm snivelling. So I want a rather large nose. This is the same colour that I've done the other one in. So you can start off small, look, and then you can make his nose as big or as small as you like by just going in a circular motion. I think his nose is off centre slightly, so I'm just going to make it a little bit bigger and bring it this way. There we go. Sorry, was I out of shot then? Yeah, so we're going to flash cure that. Sorry, I put the thing in my mouth. Splash cure that little thing. Wipe off my dotting tool, and then I need a smaller dotting tool because I'm going to put some little berries on his antlers. Let's get him back out the lamp. I'm going to get a smaller dotting tool here, look. There we go. Can you see that? And I'm just loading it with, and I just want to put, so that they look like berries. And they don't have to be perfect, you know. Just pop them on. It's cute, isn't it? Pop him back in, wipe it off, and then I need some black for his eyes. Just a little bit. I'll flash that so I get it back out. So I'll get on a smaller dotting tool now and do his eyes. There we go. Let's make that one a bit bigger. And there we have our little Rudolph. So we'll pop him in, and then we'll do the other ones. Okay, so the next one I'm going to do is a little present wrapped nail. So I'm going to take some of this pink again, put some on my palette, and I'm going to use my long striper brush to create the ribbon. So it's quite a long one. You can pick these up from Amazon or eBay really cheaply. So make sure you load your brush, drag it through. Okay, make sure your brush is covered in paint like that. Okay, and then you just position, you look at the nail where you want it in the middle, and then let the brush do the work. Okay, just drag it through and turn it over and do the line down the middle of the nail. Obviously you would be able to do that on a client, so you would have to sort of go up like that rather than turning it round towards you, if that makes sense. So this is just my ribbon. So I'm just going to go in and tidy it up and make it a little thicker. If these things end up being thicker than you want them to be, sorry, what I mean is if these end up being not as neat as you intended, you can just thicken up the nail, God, I can't even talk. Thicken up the line and just pretend that that's how thick you wanted it in the first place. sorry for the quietness, I am concentrating. I'm not the greatest at lines. Far from it. And I'm not overly impressed with that, so I may need my clean-up brush. So I'm just going to get a little bit of isopropyl alcohol and clean this up because it's a bit bulky here, look. So just clean it up with that. Neaten up the lines because it's a flat brush. Ugh, I've taken too much off now, look. That's okay, we can go back in. That's the trouble when you start faffing. Right, I'm happy with that. I'm going to flash it. Okay. Oh. Quick flash. And then we're going to go and do it the other side. Okay, so that's been flashed in the lamp, so we're going to pick up some more. Pop it on the nail. Use the brush to drag it through, let the brush do the work by changing your pressure on the brush. Okay, I think that's okay. I'm not going to faff too much more, otherwise I'm going to get cross with it, aren't I? And then we'll flash that. And then I'm going to take my Magpie Detailer and I'm going to create the bow. So, dragging it through, creating the first bow. And on this side. So that's my guide. Maybe I should have done the bow. No. We'll go in a bit more and tidy it up. Make it a bit thicker. Quite like this detailer brush. Oops, made a bit of a boo-boo there. Let's just make it a bit thicker instead. Nobody will know. Trouble is now I've got to make this one a little bit thicker, otherwise it looks out of place, doesn't it? And then I'm going to do some bow strings coming down here. And yeah, I think it's going to need another coat, but we'll pop that in. So I went ahead and did a second coat on this one, as you can see. So I'm going to just cure that. And for this next one, it's a sweater now, so I'm going to use a matte top coat as a base. So I'm just using the Beetles Top It Off matte. Make sure we've got plenty on there. It's nice and smooth. I'll pop that in the lamp to cure. Okay, so I've got my matte nail and I'm going to do my stripes first. down the side, I think. So I'm making sure that I'm positioning this properly. And trying ever so hard to make sure it's even. And hopefully on the other side. And then we can go in and tidy it up now that we've got an outline. I mean, it's not perfect. No nail art is it really? I'm just trying to even it up a bit. So, I mean, that's not bad. I'm going to flash that. And then I'm going to take my detailer brush to do some little flicks here down the side. The other side. Too much on my brush. I'm going to flash that. Then I'm going to come in now and do some hearts. I'm going to start in the middle because otherwise I end up doing it wrong. So I've got a little tiny dotting brush. So I'm going to do a pink one first. And I want it around here, sort of. Just using my dotting tool to make the heart shape. And then I want another one in pink. Try and get them as even as possible. But I'm so rubbish at this, they probably won't be. Tidy that up, I think, in a minute with my detailer brush. I'm going to go in and do another heart up here. Oops, a bit too much paint there. But I can go in and clean it up. And then I want another one. There's the pink at the bottom. And then I'm going to go in with my detailer brush and tidy that up, I think. got a right shake on. Okay, that's a bit better. It's hard to see this pink on pink because it's shining. I've got the shiny light from the for the recording thingamabob, ring light, whatever it is. Let's go in and do those red ones. Clean off my brush. They need to be a bit fatter, don't they? This one's still a bit on the skinny side. Okay, I think I'm happy with those. I'm going to put them in to cure. Now that's cured, I'm going to go in and do another coat and build it up. So I'll take my striper, make sure it's fully loaded. Drag it through. And the other side. And I'm going to flash that. Clean the striper off so it doesn't get all stuck on there. Then I need my detailer. Get that out of the lamp. Do these side bits. Making sure that we've got a little bit more on the brush this time to give it that 3D type, if cable knit, sweater, jumper effect, whatever you want to call it, thing. Just going over and fattening these things up. Just a little bit. Did that wrong. It's gone wonky. Clean them up. There we go. That we'll flash it. We'll go over the others. The love hearts. Making them a little bit plumper with extra polish now that we've got that outline down. So I'm loading my brush. And I'm going to flash. And I'm going to do my pink ones. Oh, sorry, I'm out of shot. You can't even see. There we go. It's so hard to do detailed art on these videos because can't get my head in close enough to see. Okay, so we're going to flash it. Okay, now because I want that matte background, I am going to get some no wipe top coat, pop it on my palette. I'm going to get my striper and coat that, and then I'm going to put that through these stripes here, because obviously I don't want to top coat the whole thing because I want the base to be matte. Now I'm going to flash that, and I'm going to go and do the other ones. So now I need my detailer, and I'm just going to go in and do these on the side so that they stand out. And the other side. It's kind of 3D, even though I didn't use Builder Gel. It'll feel textured. Flash. And then I'm going to do the hearts. So I'll do the rest of these off camera. I'll fully cure them, and then I'll come back to you. And then there's the finished one here, look. It's kind of cool, isn't it? So I don't need to top coat him now, so he's done. Okay, so we'll put him on the stand for when we finish, but I'm going to go in and top coat the other ones. So here's Mr. Rudolph that we did earlier. Earlier. So we're going to go in and top coat him. Pop him in. We've got our Christmas present here. I'll top coat that one. Pop that in. And then last but not least is the full glitter nail, which is this one. So I'll pop that into cure, and I'll be back when they're fully cured. So here's the finished set, guys. And I hope you liked this video. If you did, please let me know down below and give it a thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.